How you doing, guys? I don't really feel good right now, but want to make my video before tomorrow. I don't like making my videos on Tuesdays, so I'm very happy. I mean, this Cowboys Cowboys win yesterday, 20-19, and you know what? I've gotten a lot of flack from other team fan bases and other people who are not Cowboy fans, but telling me you squeezed out a couple wins and you think you're riding high. Good job, man. Yeah, good job. And I'm getting a lot of smack for that. Let me tell you something. We haven't just gotten a couple wins. I'm talking about purely sports right now. I'll talk about Dre Brown in a second. But the boys have won 4 out of their last 5. Granted, 3 of those wins were to non-winning teams. But considering since that Atlanta game, they've been on fire. When it comes to the winning these games, they're back in it. I did not think this team had it in them to come back, and now they came back with more burden on them, or not burden. That's the wrong thing to say. More pressure, emotional pressure, than any of them have ever experienced before, and I guarantee you they have never experienced that before as teammates together. And you can see the emotion, the way that, not only in their faces before the game, hell, it got me emotional too. It really did. You saw it in their play. You did see it. You saw it when they got the touchdowns. You saw it when they got first downs. You saw it. You saw it in their face, in their demeanor. It was a different team. It's been a different team these past few weeks, and especially now. And that was a very symbolic game. And I can't believe I'm saying this because it seems like I've been flip-flopping. It really has, and I don't mean to. But as a Cowboys fan, you kind of find yourself flip-flopping. You don't want to get too hooked onto hope, nor do you want to get hooked onto it's over. That's any fan base, but for the Cowboys, it's really been like that for the past couple of years. So that's why after that Atlanta game, I thought it was over. We're done. There's no way. 3-5, this team is not going to find its way back into the playoff hunt, and it has. They have. It would have helped a lot if the Redskins lost yesterday and the Giants, but the Redskins did what they're supposed to do against the Ravens, and without RG3. That was a great showing from Kirk Cousins. I mean, it's kind of freaky because if Griffin goes out, Cousins is a very valuable backup, and he's starter material. He just hasn't played a lot. And then you saw what happened to the Saints in New York. It makes me feel better when we face the Saints because Drew Brees has turned into that interception machine that he's been for the past couple of years. He has been a big interception machine for the past couple of years, and which seems to get ignored when Tony throws interception. Tony can throw 1 interception, and Brees can throw 3, and they'll talk about Tony's 1 interception. Anyways, the playoff race has gotten tighter. The Cowboys are in the thick of it. Right now, I'm looking at 2 teams. I'm looking at the Giants. Actually, no, 3 teams. The Giants, the Redskins, and the Bears. 2 weeks ago, yesterday, I thought, okay, we're trying to get past the Seahawks because the Seahawks have beaten us instead of the Bears. But the Seahawks are, for the most part, surging right now. That game yesterday, even though it was against a very terrible team, 58-0. I mean, sorry, I don't feel good. I'm getting dizzy. I get lost. I'm sorry. I am more distracted right now. Anyways, 58-0. The Seahawks are surging right now. Our hope is that the Bears keep declining. The Bears have lost a few games in a row now, I think. So they started this year 7-1. Now they're 8-5. So they're on a bad roll right now. So if the Cowboys just keep winning, don't pay attention to any game besides the one you're playing, they ain't going anywhere. I have a weird feeling about this, and a good weird feeling that this team is not the greatest. I tweeted this yesterday. The team is not the greatest talent-wise. They got some good talent, but as a whole, we got a lot missing due to injury, due to incarceration, and just not a lot of great players, just reserve players and backup players. You know what? You can never take the fight out of this team. I've never seen the Cowboys fight like this in a long time. They're fighting. And they're winning. They're 4-5. There's hope in Dallas this year. And if they keep doing what they're doing, I don't care if it's a method. Get behind just to get a rhythm going. Fine, whatever gets you to win the game. They got it. I'm not saying they're going to win the East. I'm just saying if they keep winning, they got a shot. They have it. They have a shot. My Dallas Cowboys, anyone who watches this, our Cowboys have got a shot. We just got to play our football. We got to play our game. It's going to be difficult now if Dez isn't here because I found out half hour ago that Dez could be out for the rest of the season due to ligaments in the finger. And he's seeing a specialist, and if they require surgery, he's out for the season. Oddly enough, I don't know where this confidence is coming from my team. They've never given me a reason to feel this confident. I feel like it wouldn't be as quick without Bryant, but I do think they get the job done. I do. For some reason, I think Dez is coming back because he played through it. Some people say he might have it's been bothering him for a couple weeks now. But have faith in this team. And yesterday was one of the greatest games I think I've ever watched. The first 55 minutes of it was pretty forgettable on both sides of the ball. Very forgettable. That last 5 minutes, 5 or 6 minutes of that game was one of the greatest 5 or 6 minutes I've ever sat through in a football game. It was amazing. Cowboys win 20-19. They're 7-6. Their playoff hopes are way alive. We face the Steelers next. They got their ass beaten by the Chargers. So it's gotten a little bit more interesting. Two teams that are 7-6 and trying to stay in the playoff hunt. Let's see what happens. It's a week-by-week process. And rest in peace, Jerry Brown. It was really sad to find out that he died and who was responsible for it. I feel bad for Josh Brent, too. It's his best friend. I know if I was driving and my best friend died because of me, words can I describe the pain I feel as well. So I feel for Josh Brent. Every Cowboy fan, don't be mad at Josh Brent. Be mad that he drank, but to an extent. He's not a malicious guy. He just made a dumb move. Anyways, how about them Cowboys? We'll see you next week. Later.